Hello, I'm Cam Johnson, Public Affairs Manager for Cox Communications. I'd like to welcome you to this month's episode of Cox Community Connections. As you can see, we've gotten out of the studio this month and we're at Sacred Heart Hospital's Women's and Children's Hospital to talk about an exciting project that's coming to the hospital that'll really benefit the kids in their stay here. We're going to start off by talking to Hal Dell. He's with Leadership Pensacola, and he's going to give us an overview of what this project's about. So come upstairs with me and let's find out together.
Welcome to the Cox Community Connection, highlighting organizations, events, and people from around our local community.
Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connection. We are now in the game room at Sacred Heart Hospital. I'm joined now by Hal Dell. He's with Leadership Pensacola, and he's going to talk to us a little bit about the plans for the project that they're doing here for their Project 2014. Hal, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me.
So tell us a little bit, let's jump right into it, and what is the project? What is LEAP going to do for Sacred Heart Hospital?
Well, let me first talk about LEAP, or Leadership Pensacola. Every year, the Greater Pensacola Chamber selects 50 professionals from within our community to participate in a year-long leadership development program. As part of that program, the class selects a class project to fulfill a need within our community. This year, our class of 2014 selected LEAP Play. And now LEAP Play is an extreme makeover of the playrooms at Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. What some people may not know is the Children's Hospital at Sacred Heart is the only children's hospital in the area. It serves a range from Panama City to the Mississippi state line and serves 5,000 patients a year. And Sacred Heart does a great job of taking care of the patients while they're here. And in this year, the leadership class of 2014 and the community at large has a wonderful opportunity to take care of their spirits.
Sure.
Through the playroom renovation.
Well, how was this project selected? I'm sure you'll had a lot of different people, a lot of different organizations come forward and want to be part of LEAP and part of the class project for 2014. How was Sacred Heart the one that was selected?
Well, there were many compelling stories of the children who have visited Sacred Heart Children's Hospital. And there is actually a selections process where we sit down, we interview a number of different organizations and present that case to the class. This year we were able to present the case for the renovation of the Children's Hospital playrooms, and the class selected it.
So what are the plans for the playroom, the game room, and the oncology playroom? What are the visions? What are y'all looking to do to these areas?
Well, we're going to make them more fun and we're going to make them more functional. Right now the current playrooms are cramped and tight. What we plan on doing is tearing out the wall between the game room and the children's playroom to open up the space and allow for a more functional, usable play area. We're going to replace the flooring with a vibrant new sanitary floor. We're going to provide new furniture. There's going to be a stage where kids can come and do puppet shows or act out plays. There'll be a little playhouse, new AV equipment for the game room. Really, the goal is to provide a space where the kids can come and forget where they are and why they're here.
And that's so important, for them while they're here. They have, they're surrounded by medical equipment. They don't really know what's going on. They're scared. So I'm sure that was something that you guys really wanted to help them with. Helping
absolutely.
them feel better while they're here.
Absolutely. The play aspect is a huge part of the healing process for children. They need a place where they can come and let loose and just have fun and be kids. And it's important to fulfill that need while they're receiving treatment for their illness.
Now, how did the ideas for the stage and for the flooring and everything, how does that come about? Does LEAP decide what to do? Do you work with Sacred and kind of talk to them about what's most important to them, what they'd really think the kids would like to have? Kind of take us through that process a little bit.
Well, it's a multi-step process. We have some very great talent on the Leadership Pensacola team this year, and what they've done is they've interviewed or sat down and discussed the needs of the hospital with the Children's Hospital. We've also talked to several other experts in the field to try to come up with a solution that really fits the needs of this space. From there, we take it into the design, and we'll present that design to the hospital and incorporate any other ideas that they may have or may want in the space before we go to construction.
And roughly, how long will that construction take? Any idea on how long these areas will probably have to be closed down for y'all to do construction?
Sure. We plan on starting construction March 1st of next year, and we'll end 2 months later in May.
And you mentioned a great opportunity for the community. How so? How can people at home watching this program right now get involved with this project?
Well, right now we're in the process of educating the public about the project and asking for their support. I mean, this is a great opportunity for anyone in our community to give back to the community. I would encourage everybody to visit leapplay.org, which is our website, or our Facebook page, Leap Play, for more information about the project. In addition to that, we'll have testimonials from families and patients who have used these playrooms and stayed at the hospital, as well as doctors and nurses speaking to the benefits of play in the child's healing process. We'll also have a space for online donations where anybody in the community can make a contribution to the project. In addition to going to construction, there also is a needs list issued by the hospital for things like books, board games, videos, anything that the kids can use to enhance their experience within the playrooms. We anticipate to take care of that for the hospital as well.
Okay, so do those objects need to be new, unwrapped, or can people donate? Maybe your child's gotten a little old for some of their younger toys. Is that something they can donate? What kind of things are y'all looking for there?
What we anticipate having is a gift registry, where someone can visit our website, go to the registry, and make a donation to the project in the name of a particular gift. That way we can ensure that the hospital gets a good mix of what they need, as opposed to getting 15 battleships.
Sure, that's great, because you don't want that to happen. You don't
Right.
want somebody to, like you said, 15 battleships. You don't want to have too much of one thing and not get some other things. So that's great. So people have an opportunity to donate either monetarily or some sort of item off the registry. That's
sir.
perfect. All right, we're about out of time, so if you don't mind, give me the website again and any other way that people can get involved.
Sure, it's www.leapplay.org, and then our Facebook page, Leap Play.
Hal, thank you so much for joining me. Good
Yes,
luck
sir.
on the project. We
Thank
look
you very
forward
much.
to coming back when it's complete and get kind of we're doing the before now, so we'd love to see the after when everything's done.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to talk to a local family whose daughter has stayed in Sacred Heart Hospital and utilized these rooms on several occasions. And we'll talk to them about what this project means to them and their future stay here. Stay with us.
Internet access plays a critical role in the education of all children. Yet, for financial reasons, children are not always able to access the internet. Hello, I'm Superintendent Mary Beth Jackson, and I want to make sure our families in Okaloosa County don't struggle to compete in the digital age. An exciting new initiative called Connect to Compete is making high-speed internet available and affordable. Help our students and our families connect to compete.
On our show, Level Up, we track down all kinds of monsters that escape our favorite video game and bully their way into the real world.
Real life bullying? That's an entirely different problem.
He'll do his best to get on your nerves, but the smartest thing you can do is try and stay calm, walk away, and find a teacher or other adult. Together we can all stop bullying by speaking up.
Go to stopbullying.speakup.com to find out more.
This PSA brought to you in part by the Cox Southeast Region Diversity Council and Cox Communications.
Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connections. Joining me now is Jeff Hendricks, and his daughter has been a patient here at Sacred Heart, and he's going to tell us a little bit about the experiences that she's had and that the whole family has had while here at Sacred. Jeff, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having us.
First, let's get update on your daughter. How is Carolyn doing? How is she feeling? How's everything going with that?
She's doing good right now. She got diagnosed back in May 20th, with Ewing sarcoma. A rare form of bone cancer. About 250 people a year in the United States get the cancer. So we were kind of thrown into this. But she's doing well now. We did 3 months of chemo. Started surgery down in St. Pete. Had three ribs removed, the tumor removed. Everything went well there. Tumor was 100% dead. And we came back here, and we're starting 6 more months of chemo.
What is her prognosis with the tumor being dead? What do they said?
Long-term prognosis is really good. With the
Excellent.
tumor being 100% dead and getting good clear margins.
And obviously you spent a lot of time here at Sacred over the last few months with everything going on. What has your experience been like here at the Women's and Children's Hospital?
It's been a great experience. All the doctors and nurses are great. The facilities are good. Obviously, we'd like to upgrade some stuff, but that's what we're here for today.
That's what we're here for. And for Carolyn, when she comes here, obviously it's different. It's probably scary for her. She's not really sure what's going on.
Right.
And she has these rooms to play in. What has the experience been like for her over these last couple months?
Having the playrooms are an important part of it. When she's here, a lot of times she's here for 10 to 14 days sometimes, depending on if she's sick or if she's getting chemo. We're routinely here for half a month, in 5 days, out 5 days to 7 days. So we're here a lot, and it's important to have places for them to play and feel like they're kind of at home. You get cooped up in a 10 by 15 foot room when you're here for 10 days.
Do you see her, maybe her mood, an uplift in her mood when she's able to come in here, play with some of the toys and get away from that 10 by 15 room?
Definitely. She loves the Barbie house here for one. She brings her own Barbies in and plays with them and uses the Barbies up here. She definitely lights up when she has a place to come play.
As for you as a parent, what does that mean to be able to see her, with everything going on and seeing her in a room, to be able to come in here and have that opportunity?
Yeah. It makes it easier on us. With everything else we're going on, to be able to have a place that she can come and feel like a kid again, it's important.
Now you know about the LEAP project, obviously, while we're here, like you mentioned, the upgrade.
Right.
Why do you think that might be important to help, not just Carolyn, but all the other kids in the future who will be here? How do you think that's important, or why do you think that's important for this project to take place?
It's tremendously important. The playrooms we have now are nice, but it's been a long time since they've been updated and upgraded. A lot of things are out of date, missing parts, pieces. The space really isn't as functional and usable as it could be. So it's a tremendous opportunity. We visited a lot of other hospitals in bigger cities and seen what the potential can be. And we're just excited about to have that here in Pensacola. And Carolyn's probably not going to be able to actually use them. We hope.
Yeah, hopefully so.
It will be beyond that when it's done. But we're just glad to be a part of something that's going to be a legacy for a long time to come.
Is there anything that she's kind of pointed out in particular, some of the other hospitals that she might think would be cool?
She's got a list of things that she wants.
Are y'all providing that list to LEAP?
Yes, we've told LEAP already, and they've already secured a couple of them. Yeah, there's a bubble tube is one of the main things that it's a tube of glass from floor to ceiling that has different colored bubbles and stuff going through it. So that's one of her favorite things.
Stay with us when we come back. Carolyn's going to join us, and she's going to tell us about some of the things she likes to play with while she's here at the hospital.
When this hospital system needs to manage the care and information of nearly 1 million patients, Cox Business is there. When experts a world apart are needed in one place, we're there. And when visits need to happen well after visiting hours, we're there too. With a $16 billion network, Cox Business powers healthcare. We're there for your business too.
Celebrate the birthday of Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. with 2 days of events beginning Sunday, January 19th at 5:30 p.m. Come hear keynote speaker Reverend Felix Cole and honor those receiving Community Service Awards during the Martin Luther King Memorial Program at Fort Walton Beach High School. On Monday, January 20th, join us at the 28th Annual Parade beginning at 8 a.m. at Fort Walton Beach Civic Auditorium, followed by a rally at noon at Fort Walton Beach High School. For more information, call 863-4755 or visit okaloosa.naacp.org.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks.
Well, welcome back. As you can see, now we are joined by Carolyn. Hello, how are you? And of course, her dad, Jeff, and Mom Catherine are with us as well, and we're going to ask her a couple of little questions about her time here at the hospital. What's your favorite thing to play with while you're here?
What do you like to play with?
You have any favorite toys?
You like the Barbie house? Yeah.
You like the Barbie house? What's your favorite part of the Barbie house? You like playing with the furniture? My daughter loves to play with the furniture and move everything around into the wrong room.
There is a girl.
There is a girl.
There is a girl.
I thought there was not. Last week when we were here, they didn't have a girl. They just had a boy.
Okay.
Two boys. boys.
2 boys. Okay, so but now they have a girl. Good. So you like playing with the Barbie house or the doll house? That's fun.
You like to play a bunch of the games, right? All the board games and stuff?
Yeah.
They're down there.
Yeah.
So do you like being able to come in here when you're at the hospital, coming in here to play? Is that fun?
Yes.
What's your favorite thing to play other than the dollhouse? Do you do you have a favorite board game or anything that you like to play?
Last time we were here, some of the other patients would meet us in here and we would play Memory and Connect 4 with the other patients.
I love Connect 4.
So that was nice because when they're little, watching TV only lasts so long.
Yeah.
And they like to play with other kids their age. So they played all kinds of games. And it's also a nice place to bring her just to get out of the room.
Absolutely, absolutely. We were talking about that, how important that is to get out of the room. And you like being able to do that, right? And coming down here and playing.
Every day.
Every day, great. Well, good luck to you. Hope everything goes great, and thank you both so much for being with us today. Stay with us. When we come back, we're going to be joined by a representative from Sacred Heart, and he's going to talk about the impact of this project on the staff here at the hospital. We'll be right back.
Cox Media reaches your customers through a powerful mix of digital media products backed by measurable results. Commercials, television advertising, strategically placed on over 55 popular networks. Internet, online advertising featured on our popular Cox.com website. Mobile, special offers, sales, and events delivered to your customers' cell phones. Express Link, in-depth videos available on demand on your very own channel, showcased in your TV ads. Cox Media, your customers, delivered.
Dudes, what would happen if this guy played a bully and this one played the new kid? Bullying is unpredictable, and depending on how you react, you never know what kind of result you'll get.
New kids should just calmly walk away, find an adult or teacher, and speak up.
Together, we can all stop bullying. Speak up.
Go to stopbullying.speakup.com to find out more.
This PSA brought to you in part by the Cox Southeast Region Diversity Council and Cox Communications.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts. Stop the wrecks. Visit us at stoptextstoprex.org.
Hello and welcome back to Cox Community Connection. As you can see, we're still here in Sacred Heart. This is now the playroom that we've entered, and we're going to talk with Mark Fuller, who's with Sacred Heart. And Mark, what is your role here at the hospital?
I'm the patient care manager for infant and toddlers and school-age adolescents, which is the inpatient area for pediatric patients.
Okay, great. So this room that we're in now, who uses this room and the game room that we saw earlier? Who uses these rooms when they're here at the hospital?
So this is the playroom, which is primarily used by our younger patients, usually 5 years of age and younger will come into this room. And our game room is usually utilized by the older patients, 5 and up.
And the people in the children's hospital, what are they here for? I mean, is it all sorts of illnesses, ranging everything from your simple little illnesses or surgeries all the way up to more severe things? What kind of patients do y'all see here?
We see all kinds of patients. We see complex patients who have small surgeries. We have patients who are here with asthma. We have patients who are here with just very complex diagnoses. So we have a wide range of patients here.
And they're not just kids from the Pensacola area. And this show it goes from here, from Pensacola, to Destin, South Walton County, and Okaloosa County as well. And I'm sure y'all see kids from all across the region that come here to Sacred Heart.
That's correct. We cover the whole region of the Panhandle, and we even have patients that come to us from Alabama.
So it's obviously a trying time for the kids when they're here at the hospital. They're scared. They don't really know what's going on. Mom and dad, of course, are scared. What is it like for the children to be able to come into a room like this with all these great toys and things for them to do? How does that impact their time here at the hospital?
Right. It's a stressful situation for the patient and the parents who are here. So for them to be able to get out of a room that's full of medical equipment, they constantly have nurses and doctors coming in to see them, to get out of that room and come to a safe area that they can actually get away from all of that and play and do some of the things that they do at home, use their imagination, those types of things. And just for the parents to see them do that, it helps them with their therapy. It is very therapeutic for them to play and do those types of things. It increases their healing process.
That's what I was going to ask. So it does help them to get in here and play, like you said, get their mind off all the metal equipment and everything in their room. And do you see them, maybe a couple of them that are here for an extended period of time, the friendships start to form, or they play a lot of different games and stuff together?
They do, and we get them together and sometimes play games, and we have arts and crafts that the child life specialists work with them on, so that they do have time to see other kids who are here. That that helps them too, to realize that there are other children here who are going through some of the same things they are, and the parents too are here and kind of can bond with each other too and see that.
I'm sure that's a good point. I'm sure that helps where they see other children going through the same thing, so they know. It's not just me. There are other people. But as a staff member, you are an RN, and for the other nurses and doctors here, when you get to watch the children come in here, and maybe they've been so sick, laying in their bed for a while, and now they're in here playing, smiling, laughing. What is that like for you guys?
Oh, that's huge for us. I mean, that's why we're here. We want to see them get better. We want to see them up in the halls and walking down the hall and cheerful and hear the laughter and those types of things that maybe they've been missing out on the past couple of days.
How important do you think it is? How important would you say this room in particular, and all your rooms here at the hospital and the Children's Hospital, how important is it for them to have that escape, to have that ability to play and to have fun?
It's essential to their care, and it's essential to their healing. It's not something that we just have just for them to play. It absolutely contributes to them getting better and preparing to go home. It's an incentive for them. Most parents start talking about the playroom as soon as a patient arrives, and when you feel better, we'll get you up to a playroom. So it's definitely a priority part of their care.
That's great that it is used as an incentive. Once you start feeling better, take care of yourself, do what the doctor tells you to do, and you can come in here and play with some of the toys, read some of the books. The toys and the books that are in this room, do they have the opportunity to take it maybe back to their room, or take it outside of here and play with it in the halls? Are they allowed to do that at all?
There are a lot of toys that we have. The riding toys that actually go out in the hall, and you'll see the kids riding their riding toys with mom and dad chasing behind them with the IV poles up and down the hall. That we have toys that they can go in the room for the children who just don't feel like getting up and going to the playroom, but to actually get them moving while they're in bed. We have video games. We have a Wii on a cart that we can roll into a room that the patients can use, and actually start some of their. It's almost like physical therapy when they're using the Wii and those types of things. So.
And most of the toys in here are for the smaller kids.
Yes.
But obviously you guys have older kids as well. What do y'all have for them at the hospital that they're allowed to use?
So we have video games. We have some iPads, which iPads, as you know, are for all age groups.
Sure. Yeah.
But we have a lot of the games that can go into the rooms. We have a PlayStation. We have the 360 with the Kinect, so they can actually get up and be moving around and those types of things.
Now, while the construction's going on, are y'all going to be able to move the books, move the toys to another location? Are the kids still going to have access to all the toys here?
Correct. We'll relocate the toys to another area. It'll probably be a little smaller area, but it'll definitely be worth the new playrooms when we move into the new playrooms.
And overall, how would you say, I guess you, being the manager here, the staff, and the hospital in general, how do y'all feel about being selected for this project, that LEAP is coming in here and helping you guys with these 3 areas?
Oh, it's great that we've been selected. This is how we get things through the community. People wanting to give and give back to the hospital, because this hospital does so much, and the region that we serve, there's no other children's hospital unless you go to South Florida or up to University of Alabama in Birmingham. So this is the area that people can bring their children to. So for them to select the Children's Hospital, it's not just that they're giving to the hospital, but they're giving to the community. It's extremely important for us.
And I know we've seen them already, but I don't think we've really touched on them. Explain to us real quick these 3 areas that LEAP is going to work on and what the areas are used for.
So we have 3 actual playrooms. One is the playroom for the smaller children. We have a game room for the older children that has a PlayStation, some computers that has the video games and the 360 in it, a large screen TV that we utilize for movie nights and those types of things. And we also have an oncology playroom that's set aside for the patients who may be immunocompromised that can't play with the other patients.
Sure. Mark, thank you so much for
Thank
joining me. I look forward to coming back when the project's all done. Maybe we'll do a follow-up show and kind of have the before and then do an after when it's all complete.
All right, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for joining us today on this episode of Cox Community Connection. If you would like to be a part of the Playroom renovation project at Sacred Heart Hospital, log on to leapplay.org. That's leapplay.org. This project is being done by the 2014 class of Leadership Pensacola in partnership with the Sacred Heart Foundation. Thank you so much for joining us today. As we go out, we would like to thank the sponsors that are making this project possible.
As the only children's hospital in Northwest Florida, the Children's Hospital at Sacred Heart serves more than 5,000 patients and their families each year from across the Panhandle in South Alabama. Many of the children who are treated at the Children's Hospital cannot leave the hospital for days or weeks on end. They need a place to escape where they can just be kids and heal. The Greater Pensacola Chamber of Commerce's Leadership Pensacola Class of 2014 announces Leap Play, a class project to renovate the playrooms at the Children's Hospital. Leap Class of 2014 is working in partnership with the hospital to create a fun, engaging, and comforting environment for the young patients who receive care there. Renovations to the playroom include a complete redesign and installation of all major components, which include ceilings, floors, finishes, lighting, and play structures. New wiring will be installed to support audio-visual equipment and creative lighting solutions. Walls will be reconfigured to separate each space for different age groups or open the space for group functions and play experiences. Finish colors will be bright and energetic, and natural daylight will continue to be integral to the children's play experience. The new playrooms are slated for completion by May 2014. Our goal is to provide the most inviting, energetic, and positive space for the children to play within and to positively impact their recovery treatment.
Come play with me. We hope you support this very important project.
Please join us by becoming a sponsor of Leap Play. Your support will help give these children a place to forget their diagnoses and just have fun, a place to believe in the playful possibilities.
Thanks for watching the Cox Community Connection. Join us next month when we highlight other organizations, events, and people from around our local community.